This VR headset is one of 200 that just arrived at the Phoenix Police Department. It's the teacher for officers' empathy training.
You're seeing photorealistic subjects and stories that are based on real calls for service that we've seen in the field.
Arizona's Family has shown you the virtual simulators that give officers practice in 180 degrees. But this adds to that training by giving you full 360-degree access to scenarios dealing with people with autism, schizophrenia, and suicidal thoughts.
You're learning to speak and to communicate and to listen to those cues that are so important. Because
Sergeant Mercedes Fortune was one of the first officers to try it out.
you could feel it, that emotional, you hear his voice, you hear his desperation.
So this VR experience isn't so much about right and wrong answers as it is about an educational experience. It puts you inside a scenario so you can kind of see the situation and realize more of what's going on for other people.
Okay, this is my partner, Officer Diaz. And then they're able to go into the point of view of the responding officer and explore what some decisions that they make could provoke in the subject. So like yelling at somebody who's standing on the edge of a building or drawing a taser on someone who is autistic.
The hand control is simply a pointer that lets you decide what move to make next. The company that created the training, Axon, worked with clinicians and behavioral analysts to make everything as genuine as possible.
Being able to talk to people and be able to communicate with people is so important. And if technology allows us to become a little bit more versed in that and better at that and practice, I think that's only going to make us better.
You know, Axon, the local company that makes that, they're hoping this takes away some of the fear that officers have when they find themselves in an unfamiliar situation. Because, you know, every call officers get, it's going to be different every day.
Absolutely, and you think this is very valuable training for them to be ready in any scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll be using this long term. I assume it'll evolve long term, right?
Well, yeah, and they don't know how long they'll be using it because this is just a testing phase, but there are three components, you know, the hardware, the scenarios inside the hardware, and then, of course, how they implement it in the police academy. So yeah, like you said, all three of those are probably going to evolve and change and really upgrade as time goes on.
All right, Spencer, thank you very much.